Hi family, what's up? It's your girl Ty and I'm back with another video. So first off, I want to start off by saying thank you to my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for my day ones who have already been subscribed. And I truly appreciate every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. And so does Spirit, because I simply was kind of pushed into doing this. For those of you who don't know the story yet, just know that it was not my intentions to start this channel. It was put on my spirit, on my soul from the Most High to help heal the world and uplift the frequency of every single person who lands on any one of my videos. So I truly hope that when you do tune in and you listen to my videos, you actually gain some wisdom, gain some knowledge, whatever it is to help you within your own journey reach the most highest levels of frequency within your solar plex that's possible. So that is my main goals, you guys. So this video will be kind of short because my phone is actually on 9% right now and my other phone is on 1%. And I really want to go ahead and kind of just go ahead and get the message out now because I'm going to be cleaning and cleansing my home. So I wanted to kind of, just go ahead and get it done now so I can continue to do what I'm doing today. And I already kind of pre-cleansed the area that I'm in now. And I got my candles lit. And so let me just jump into it. So in this video, I want to talk about truly understanding what it is that we're doing here. It's so many people in this world, like not even like me personally, I live in the United States of America, but it's so many other countries and religions and just different way of living. And it's amazing to me that even though each of us are having an experience here on this earth, we all are living totally different lives. Like it's a person that can be somewhere in Pakistan that literally feel like my life in America is like an alien life compared to how they're living where they're from. And I hope you guys kind of can get what I'm saying. But basically, even though we all are in the same place, we are living in two totally different environments. And even those who are within the United States, different states, even though everywhere it's kind of like the same thing, wherever you go, kind of like the same thing would get repeated with clothes and fashion and stuff, but at the same time though, it's still different though, depending on the time. So the reason why I want to talk about this though, y'all, really is because I want to get people to understand that the world is so big, but we sometimes can make things more complicated while we're here in this big world, because when we come here, it's so much here that we sometimes get lost in the journey, in our journey, because understand that we all have our own unique journey. No one's meant to live a life just like someone else. If that was the case, we will all look alike. We will all sound alike. God made us all uniquely different for a reason, because God is our Father, right? That's what people say. So if God is our Father and we are God's children, we are God's, right? So if we are God's and we come in here to be God's, imagine having you being a princess, or not a princess, you being a queen or you being a king, and you give birth to your kids, right? Now they're kings and they're queens. Imagine them not living up to the title. Imagine them feeling like they're less than what they are supposed to be groomed into being. That's how God sees us. We are God's walking here in this earth. God is with us, within us. With that being said, we sometimes get so caught up into this big old world that we're living in, that we forget that your journey with God is your own journey. Your journey is your own journey. The only thing that we should be focusing on in this lifetime is our own journey. Simply that. So, number one thing is finding out, what were you sent here to do? What is it about you that makes you stand out from others? What is it about you that even when you don't try to stand out, people still notice it about you? What talent, what hidden talent that God programmed into your DNA to make you stand out and be different among your journey than anybody else? Because we all have that within us. But it's going to take us to sit down in a quiet area and really tune in and allow our soul to speak to us. Allow our ancestors to speak to us. Allow that higher self to come through. Allow the ego to take a seat. Put it in a trash bag and tie it up and throw it away. The ego is what's blocking us from actually seeing what it is that we need to focus on to get us to the next level in our life. That ego is that thing that keep having us worrying about what everybody else is doing except for ourselves. And because of that, every time we spend time or invest our time into stuff that doesn't even matter, have nothing to do with our journey, you're taken away from your birthright. It is your birthright to come into this world and live the best life you possibly can imagine. When you imagine something, bring it to life. You're not going to imagine harming and hurting yourself, because who would think like that? And if you are thinking like that, honey, that means that you need to reprogram the way that you're thinking, because you should love yourself more than any person in this world, because you can't give love unless you have it to give. You can't give anybody something out of an empty cup, because you're empty in your own cup. Don't kill yourself trying to please someone else. Because after you depleted yourself for that person's still going to be just as depleted as you were before. Because when you have nothing else to give, who else would they go to? And if they can't get it from you, they're going to find someone else to get it from. Understand that we all are responsible and accountable for doing the work, for doing the shadow work, for doing the self-healing work, for doing whatever it is that's going to take us to remove any hard, heavy feelings that we have of hatred in our hearts. And I don't care if you were the victim. I don't care if you had that, that mom or those siblings and those family members and those friends who stabbed you in the back and treated you like shit when you never deserved it. Understand that sometimes God will allow you to be in certain situations with certain family members, with certain friends, with certain associates, with certain co-workers, only to bring you to your true power. God is going to test you, not to break you, but to make you. When you go through a situation, it's not meant for you to hold on to that pain and that hurt, or better yet, even have a grudge with that person to feel like, oh, I'm going to show them. Because guess what? Would you simply just worrying about yourself, being happy and praying for your enemies and praying for every single person in the world, even the animals? That alone will show them. That alone will not only show them, it will show the world. People recognize high energy. There's no way they can't. And there's going to be a lot of people who's going to try to act like they don't recognize it because they don't want to acknowledge it, because they're jealous because they don't have it within themselves. But that's okay. Don't let nobody dim your light. Don't let nobody take you away from focusing on what you came here to do. Get clear with yourself on what it is that you want to do. Get a pen, get a pencil, get a paper. Write down your goals. Write down how long it's going to take you to get there. Write down what you're going to do to get there. Write down the distractions in your life that you feel like is hindering you from getting there. Release those people in your life who you know don't mean you no good anymore. Get truly focused on what you want, and only that. Every day you wake up, look at that paper. Every day you wake up, say, what can I do today to get me here? Nothing else should matter. The only thing you should be operating off is love and being a go-getter, being that person who's going to say, I'm going to do this. I am doing this. If you know you want to have a successful online business, tell yourself every day when you wake up, I am a successful entrepreneur who has an online business. Be specific. If you want to make 200,000 through that business, say I will make 200,000 through my business. Say the name of your business. Even if you don't have it yet, make up the name now. Before I opened up my business, I had the name 2 years before. I didn't even know what it was going to be, but I knew I know where I'm going, and I know what it's going to take me to get there. And it's not going to take me and bullshitting around with people who is not trying to go nowhere. That's not going to get me there. Telling my dreams and my goals to people who going to keep shooting it down, that's not going to get me nowhere either. So stop sharing with people who you know don't give a fuck about what you're doing. Better yet, stop sharing with people, period. You don't have to tell nobody what your goals is. You don't have to tell. The only person that should know that is God. Because the only person who won't be still standing up with you and truly happy for you at the end, with no doubt about it, is God. Sometimes you'll have people in your corner, but the minute you make it to that success, they don't want to be fucked up with you no more. Because now they feel like you're doing better than they were. Because now they feel like they can't stand to be around you because you're finally receiving the blessings that was always meant for you to have in the first place. Some people secretly like to see you down, and they'll stay around you and continue to befriend you only to keep you distracted from what you're supposed to do. So understand that when just like you play a video game, you pick the character. And I say this all the time because I really feel like this is the way to get the younger generation to understand. And another thing too I want to say because I be forgetting to say it, please, you guys, I only ask for people to share the video because I feel in my heart that some of the things that I say in my videos, this one, especially the last one that I put about mastering your fear, it's meant to, some of the jewels that Spirit has revealed to me to share with you guys, I want to share it with as many people as possible. I'm talking to the youth. I'm talking to the elderly. I'm talking to the middle age. I don't discriminate. I'm talking to the whole entire world. Understand that we all can apply these different tools in our life to be a better version of ourselves. We are always learning. I don't care if you're 90 something years old. Even you can learn. Because until we go back into the form that we came from, the spirit form, the eternal form, we will never know it all. We will never know it all. So each one teach one. Us adults can learn from kids, and kids can learn from adults. Don't be so prideful. Have so much pride that you forget that God not only worked through you, he worked through others too. Embrace people different perspective of things. Don't be so judgmental, and learn to operate out of love and love only. When you operate out of love and love only, and you only focus on things on yourself, on your own business, like they say, mind the business that pay you, it's no way you can lose. It's no freaking way. Mind your business and treat people how you want to be treated. It's real simple, but for some reason it seems like it's so hard for people to do. Because we have so many distractions around us, and so many people are falling victim to these distractions. And because of that, they're not given the time that they were given to invest in what they were supposed to come here to do. So if someone hires you to do a job, when you come in and clock in that job, they expect you to work while you're there. They don't want you to come in, clock in, and sit on your ass the whole time and still get the money as if you worked. When you do that, and when you show up to the workplace and you just sitting down not doing nothing and everybody else is working, that pisses others off because they feel like, I'm doing all this work and they're just coming here getting the money. God did so much work to prepare you for this world before you even came into this world. Don't just clock in and not do shit. If you don't clock in and do something. Clock in and do what you were sent here to do. Because the reward for the work that you were sent here to do, trust me, that reward is peace. And peace is something that no man or no woman can buy. Peace is an inner thing. Peace is a mind thing. And peace comes when you learn how to operate from love and also tap into your inner self, your higher self. Understand what it is that your soul is craving for. Understand what God has embedded into your DNA for you that you were sent here to do. Understand your job and your assignment and get to it. Because that's the real job here. Not these 9-to-5s. Not the lessons that come. Because understand that the lessons and the trial and tribulations, they're only sent here to help you get to the assignment. Get to your job. When God sees that you're lacking in certain areas, He will allow you to go through tests so that you can be like, okay, I remember this happened. I'm not going to make this choice anymore because I remember I did that last time and it wasn't a good choice. So now God is giving me a chance to correct this. And when God sees, when your spirit family sees, when the Holy Spirit sees, okay, she mastered this. She's okay now. We can put her in this room with these people now because this person who was going to trigger her 2 years ago and was going to make her snap and lose her mind, that person can't do that anymore because now Taisha has mastered that area. I have allowed energies to come into other people that wasn't good energy I allowed them to get close to her. I allowed that. So, and then the reason why I'm speaking like this, y'all, because I want people to understand too that stop giving all the credit to the devil when things don't work out. Sometimes it be God testing you for your breakthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and end it at that because I feel in my spirit something came over me when I said the breakthrough. And you know what? I might title it that, the breakthrough. But I'm going to end it with this, y'all. But before I leave, I just want people to understand. And for you to receive that breakthrough, you're going to have to be broken into. And what I mean by that, when you buy a new pair of shoes, you know how sometimes they say you got to break the shoes and you got to wear it a couple times for it to kind of, open up and loosen up the fit just the way that it should fit your feet. And that is what God is doing with us. God is allowing things to come into us, allowing situations to enter our lives for our breakthrough. God is breaking things up in us and cracking things up in us. Moving our bodies around a certain way. Allowing our throat chakras to deal with certain things. Allowing our energy, testing that temper. Poking the bear to see how would that bear react. Is this bear ready to go to the next level? Are you a bear still, or are you the lion now? The lion don't worry about getting poked because the lion already know when I step up in here, just my demeanor alone, my aura alone is going to show people she ain't the one. He ain't the one. So don't even try it. You don't got to be nasty. You don't got to say a word. Just show up, treat people the way you want to be treated, and mind your goddamn business. It's really simple, y'all. If you need some help figuring out what it is that you were sent here to do, meditate, journal, sit in quietness, ask yourself questions. You'll be so surprised on when you ask yourself questions on the answers you will get. And I bet any amount of money, when you try it, if you haven't tried it yet, ask yourself questions and see how yourself will answer them for you. Just watch. Record, write it down, and you'll start seeing miracles unfold right before you know it. So I hope this message reached the people that it's supposed to reach. I hope it helped someone. It clicked in your brain some kind of way to activate something within your solar complex to make you say, hey, I'm going to make a difference today. Because understand that at any minute, at any time, at any day, in any second, you have the power to reclaim your destiny, reclaim your life, and start over again. It ain't over until God says it's over. Until next time, guys. I love y'all so very much.